What's going on, guys? This is Danny from Slow Restoration, and we are back in the garage today working on a course project, LS Extreme. That's all we ever work on anymore, pretty much. So we do work on other things, but our main focus has been this truck. So it's coming along pretty nice. The exhaust is getting close to finished up. We're still got to work on those tailpipes and get them dialed in. But I did skip last night, did not do an upload. I just kind of felt like the videos were suffering as far as quality because I was just trying to make a video of really not a whole lot of work. But today we are back in the garage. It's beautiful weather out. Yesterday was like right at 70 degrees, which is amazing. Today isn't that warm, but still very nice for February. So let's get some stuff done. We're gonna work on that bed, get it prepped. We're going to do some more work on the frame, and we are also going to go down and work on the cab and get some more primer, block sanding and primer work done on it. So let's get started. One thing I did pick up is some exhaust hangers. These are universal. They're weld on. They're 1/2-inch rod, and it's a rubber block. These are super stout, super strong hangers. So we'll figure out where we're going to place these on there as we get our tailpipes finished up. And we also picked up some J-hook hangers. We're going to run these through a couple of the factory rubber blocks that are on there, hangers. They'll just help support the exhaust system, and these will really stiffen them up. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and paint them with that stainless paint. We will, of course, have to weld, so we'll have to touch them up, but it's a lot easier to paint them off now. These are mild steel, so if we don't do anything, they will rust. So we got our taillight harness out of the bed. Get that out of the way so we don't even have to deal with it. Comes out of there pretty easy. So we're gonna pull these little brackets off for the ground effects. Might need something stronger. All right, we got these out. They're actually slide, so once you loosen that up, they slip right down out of there. They are bent up a little bit. They are funny looking, but we'll straighten them up a little bit and glass bead them and paint them up. They're for the extreme ground effects. So make sure we keep these and get them cleaned up, prepped to go back on. Well, that's extremely weird. All of a sudden the power just goes off. So we're working in the dark now. We were painting some chassis saver on these bed rails, getting it ready for the coating underneath. But without any power, I'm gonna have to use a flashlight to finish that last little bit up, and we'll have to see what's going on. I'm not sure. It didn't flicker, it just went off. So anyway, all right, so after 3 hours the power comes back on. I don't know what happened, but it's back on. So now we're gonna get back to work. We did get all these supports. We used painted. We used this chassis saver, rust preventative stuff. Works pretty good. It's nice and thick and covers up the rust. Kind of neutralizes it. So we got that on there. Of course, we're gonna spray that coating, this same coating we put under the cab of the truck. We're gonna spray on the bed too. So we're not worried about coverage or how it looks. It's a texture coating, so it'll cover all that and make it look really good. So probably about all we're going to do to the bed tonight. We're probably going to go ahead and take these brackets off just like the cab. These are riveted on, so we'll cut the rivets off so we can get paint underneath of these, make sure everything's uniform and protected. It's warm enough today. I got the hose out and rinsed off my urethane front bumper. It is new, and if you saw the episode with that, they actually shipped it folded kind of twice, not necessarily in half, but it was folded like here, and then that was wrapped around too to fit it in the box. I took it inside, let it warm up, and it actually did straighten out very nicely. So I'm kind of impressed with that. It will need some work. Like these corners aren't super sharp. We'll definitely have to address those. So overall it's not terrible, but we'll definitely have to body work it a little bit. But we got it washed off. It had a bunch of mold release on it from where they cast it in the mold, but we got it looking good now. It's clean, and we'll get it prepped and painted. All right, guys, after a lot of debating and going back and forth, I think we are ready to go ahead and tack these two pipes, or actually weld them. I don't think they're going to change no matter what we do. So these pipes still will, rotate and spin around and do whatever we need them to do. I tend to take probably a little bit too much time weighing out all the options, but it comes to time you just got to start welding. So that's what we're going to get these two pipes welded on and start building up off of that. We got the pipes out of the muffler shooting up, all welded up. We got our hangers welded on. So now we're hanging under our own, the exhaust is hanging under its own power or weight, however you want to say it. So I've been messing around with this tailpipe too, trying to get a good idea. And in short, I've come to the conclusion I just need to stop there and get the bed on the truck and test fit from there, because even as I come back through here, that tire sticking out, if you look at that bed, kind of represents the corner of the bed is going to be, roughly in this area. So even as I come back here, I can get around that shackle, but I still need to get from that frame rail over to that corner pretty drastically and then do a turn down. So yeah, it's just not gonna work until I get the bed on there. And honestly, I'm wondering if I'm gonna have enough room between that shackle, because that shackle will move back as the suspension moves. Am I going to have enough room to run two pipes through there between the end of that shackle and the back of the bed? I believe the bed does extend back off this frame rail a tiny bit, but still we don't have a ton of room there. So I don't know. We need to get the bed on there and get that mocked up, and there's no sense really going any further with this right now. It's getting late, unfortunately, with the power. Again, we didn't get as much as I wanted to get done. The power going off really slowed us down tonight. It was off for, I don't know, 3.5 hours. So with that being said, guys, we're probably going to call it there. We got some stuff done today, just not quite as much as I wanted to get done, but that's just how it goes sometimes. This past week's just kind of been one of those weeks. But anyway, don't forget to hit that like button. And thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.